Okay, well, listen, I can see that you're in a little bit of a rush to see your friends. I would like to have a little bit more of a conversation to get to know you a little bit more.
Okay.
Yo, what's good, brothers? This is MJ from Street Social, and in this one, I'm going to go through an approach I did in London, and this girl did not want to stop at all. So it was a very difficult one straight off the bat, but I continued the set. I made sure that I stayed in there, and I made sure that I stuck to the fundamentals and principles of day game and pickup. And so by the end of this video, you're gonna know how to turn a bad start around. You're gonna know how to gain attraction. You're gonna know how to demonstrate value, demonstrate that you're a masculine leader of a character, and that you can stay calm when you're in deep waters. So, without further ado, let's jump straight into the interaction. Oh, hi there. Excuse me. Do you speak English?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So, as you can see from this approach, it was not the way it's done. On this day, I wanted to try a few new things, and this was more of a kind of walk past side opener rather than our usual run around and stop the girl. Okay, the front stop is what we call it, and that is definitely the most effective. And as you can see, because I didn't do that, the girl wasn't willing to stop, and that's what usually happens. But if you're in front of the girl, she kind of has to stop, right? And it just shows that you are a bit more dominant and you've got confidence. But no matter what, whether it goes right or wrong, the most important thing that I did here and that you should be doing is keep going. Don't just give up as she's walking away. Have a little bit of tenacity in you. Don't just give up at the first hurdle. So I just saw you back there. This is a little random, but I just really love the outfit, man. It's really cool. It's really like mash-up of clothing, but it kind of works, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit about the opener. As you know, or you probably will know if you've been watching my channel for a little while, I am a very observational guy, and I think those are the most effective openers that there are, because it just demonstrates that you are observational, you've got a little bit of intelligence about you, you're not just skin deep, you've noticed something about them, and they'll think, wow, damn, this guy's a little bit different, you're a bit unique. Most guys will go in there and they'll just compliment them on the beauty, which in my opinion is really basic. Where are you from? You look Asian. Whereabouts in Asia are you from?
Mexico.
Are you Mexican? Oh shit, that's really interesting. My ex-girlfriend was from Mexico.
Yeah?
Yeah, Guadalajara, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, necesito practicar mi español más.
Okay. Pero si hablas español.
Sí, un poquito, pero puedo tener una conversación, sí?
Muy bien.
Un poquito,
Okay.
sí. Okay, so whenever I'm in set, I like to demonstrate intelligence or that I'm cultured. And an amazing way to do that is by speaking a different language. ¿Vives aquí?
No, I live in Madrid.
¿Estás en vacación?
Yeah.
Or is it how do I say this? Are you on travel? Traje, is it?
Viaje.
Viaje. Sí. But what are you? See, yeah, I live here. Yeah.
Pero ¿de dónde eres?
So this is what we call in the pickup world the hook. And whenever you're talking in set, for the first kind of minute or two, it's going to be mainly you, right? But at some point you do want it to turn around and for her to show a little bit of commitment. And here she asked me where I live in Spanish, and so to me that was a hook. That showed that she was showing a little bit of interest, and it was really early on in the set, which is always a good thing. I live in Leeds, but I have a house here also.
Okay.
I have a house in London and in the north. I'm doing some business down here.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got some clients down here that unfortunately they like to meet face to face. You know, I'm used to sitting in my bedroom with with a whiskey speaking to my clients rather than in face to face, you know. Okay, so whenever I am in set, I always try and demonstrate value in what I do to earn money. And here was a perfect opportunity for me to say, I have somewhere to live in the north, I have somewhere to live down here because I do business down here and up there. And so it's a bit of a two birds with one stone kind of thing, because we've demonstrated that we've got high value because we've got property here, there and everywhere, and that we're in business, and that is always a good thing to demonstrate. But just 2 seconds while we go. So what are your plans today? What are you up to?
I'm going to see my friends.
Your friends?
Actually, they are right
there.
In M&M's
Yeah.
store.
You look really,
they are waiting for me.
You look really unique for a Mexican girl. Let me just see your eyes, 2 seconds, let me see. Okay, so here what I did was tried diverting her away from talking about her friends and going to meet her friends. And what that also demonstrates is that you are confident, that you can lead. And it's also a compliance test, is what we call it in the pickup world. You're getting her to do something, and if she does it, that's a really good thing. And I asked her to take her glasses off. Some kind of like really cocky girls and hot girls were like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But she did it and she complied, and so another good thing. Okay, I will walk and talk just a little bit more, okay? Because I'm just going for a coffee. I love my coffees, you know, café con leche. See,
Yeah,
is that correct in Mexico? Café con leche is the same. Okay, I'm MJ anyway. MJ. So at this point, I wanted to stop her to get the clothes because we've been walking for a little while, and I could see that she was in a little bit of a rush to meet her friends. So I just stopped her and say, "Hey, I'm MJ." Because whenever you do that, you're going to exchange names, and then that's when I like to lead it on to exchanging details to then going for the clothes. Okay, well listen, I can see that you're in a little bit of a rush to see your friends. I would like to have a little bit more of a conversation, to get to know you a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, so do you have WhatsApp?
Yeah. WhatsApp
Cool.
or Instagram?
Yeah, well let's take WhatsApp because Instagram is just a little bit, I don't know, it's a bit dangerous. WhatsApp. I know Instagram, I try and stay away from that a little bit, you know?
Okay,
I prefer, yeah. So, okay. How old are you? You look young.
Not that old.
So I like to use this, how old are you? You look young, especially with younger girls, because it's just a teasing thing, right? And it makes them want to justify their age. Whenever you do this to a young girl, they'll always go, I'm not that young. Okay, and then when you do it to slightly older girls, it's a little bit of a different response, but it still shows that you're confident and you don't mind teasing them. Yeah, you look young. Okay, how old am I?
I don't know.
You look like a Scorpio. Are you a Scorpio?
No, I'm...
Please don't say
Leo.
Taurus. Oh, my ex-girlfriend was a Leo, man. She was a nightmare as well.
Yeah.
But you're not a nightmare, right? Because you're cute, but you're not psycho, right?
No,
you're a little bit
just a
psycho.
little.
I like a little bit, right? Okay, so this cute but psycho thing is definitely something I like to get in set a lot. And it demonstrates that you're playful and you're setting that playful kind of sexual frame rather than it just being like a friendly platonic thing. You're now setting the frame that you want to be in there as her potential next boyfriend or whatever it is. Okay, cool. So you just like type all your stuff in there. How long are you in London for?
Just one day.
1 day?
Yeah.
This is no good.
I know. Maybe I can return.
So all this was doing is basically setting the logistics, which you need to be doing in every single set. Because I had a feeling that she was there just visiting. She could potentially live in there, it's London, right? It's definitely multicultural, and she could have been living there, but I just had a feeling that she was there for a short while. So it's definitely a good idea to set the logistics so you know when the next potential thing can happen. What are your plans for the rest of the day after you've met friends?
They are waiting for me.
Yeah, after you've met your friends, what are your plans? So at every chance possible, whenever I'm in set, I try and demonstrate that I'm not just an agreeable guy. And here she annoyed me a bit anyway because she kept going on about her friends. But actually, those things are a blessing in disguise because it gives you a chance to demonstrate things about you and your character. And here was a perfect opportunity just to demonstrate that you're not agreeable and that you can't be fucked with, right? Obviously in a playful sense, but when you do that, actually, girls are very attracted to that because honestly, they're disgusted by guys that just agree with them with every single thing.
I'm not sure, but text me or WhatsApp, and then we can.
Fabiola, it's been a pleasure. Have a great day with your friends.
Thank
It's
you.
been random and very quick, but let's talk again soon, okay?
Okay, of
Amazing.
course.
Have a great day. Bye-bye. So brothers, that is it for this one. Hopefully you took a lot of value from that, and you can see that even if you don't do everything right, and the approach wasn't quite right, but everything else in this set went really well. And as you can see, I got her number and we were texting. Unfortunately, as she said, she was only there for the night. She was with friends, but it is what it is. You've got a contact. She lives in Spain and she's got friends in London, right? And so whenever you're going to Spain, you've got a contact there, you've got a connection. If she comes back over to the UK, London, whatever, I can almost guarantee that she'll be messaging you, especially if she's a single girl and she's come over for a bit of a trip. She's got adventure on her mind, and so you're definitely that cool guy who approached in London that she's going to remember. So on that note, let's finish the video there. Until the next time.